Ready? Jesse and Coach Stacy here.
Did you mess up your own
I
name?
did. I screwed my own name up. So I'm really nervous right now. so, hey, wanted to crack out to you guys today because I want to cover the topic. What does it mean to live a champion life? All right. So you've heard us talk about that. What does it mean?
Right. It's not about earning a medal or getting some kind of recognition. What we mean by living a champion life is literally being the champion of your own life, by being the champion of yourself, your day, your life, by writing your own story. Okay, guys? I want you to reach in and find, like, what is it that you want and make that happen. Make your life exactly what you want it to be.
Right. And another way to visualize it too is about the word champion came from an ancient term of going between, one who goes between. So I'm going to nerd out on you for a second. So think about that, like ancient times, the most ancient story, or one of the most ancient stories of David and Goliath. Where Goliath comes onto the field and he's the representative of the whole army, and challenging, send your best champion and I'll defeat them. And David bravely stepped up and stood up and represented the entirety of their army. But the concept was that in those situations, an army might send their best warrior out to represent the whole army. And that's the concept that we really lean into is okay, I want to make my life to where the people around me would choose me to represent them. It's like a personal conviction, a responsibility, where it's like a flame, held to my rear end that pushes me along. That it's pressure to be better, to move forward, to be an example, to be somebody that other people would want you to represent them.
Right, and that's Jesse's version of living it,
Yeah.
of being a champion. But your version might be different. You might want to be the champion of your family, of your
Right.
community, of like I said, like anything in life that you want to do. And as if we've been through a bunch of challenges in our life, and we always put ourselves to these tests, and physically, mentally. When I entered a beauty pageant, do you think I really figured that I would win? No, I just wanted to challenge myself in a new way. I wanted to see what is that like. When I played semi-pro football, do you think I thought I was going to go out and all of a sudden be the best football player at 5'1", that wasn't my goal. My goal was to challenge myself in a new way, and that's what living a champion life is like. And so, really one of my driving forces is, and you might laugh at me, but this is my personal champion life, is that someday I want my grandkids to be like, wow, my grandma was freaking awesome. Like, I really think about that. Like,
Right.
and whatever drives you, that is what your
Sure.
champion life is all about.
And that's a description of legacy. So one of the things that we talk about in our champion life course is legacy. What are you going to leave behind you? How are you going to be remembered when you're gone? And that's just one piece of what a complete
And
life
it's not
is.
to think about it in a negative way, or like, always thinking about death or what's next, but to think about every single day that you're on this earth, you are leaving something. Do you want it to be positive? Do you want it to be negative? Do you want to lead your community in a great way? Or do you want to sit on the couch and watch Netflix? Which is okay sometimes, but you're just making that decision every single day.
And what the cool part is that there's actually a formula to going about this. If we look at the success of other people in life, success leaves clues, and there's actually a blueprint to doing so. And if you distill those most important steps of how to get that kind of result in your life, you can shortcut your progress. You can make sure that you stay consistent on it so that you're sustainably getting what you want out of your life. Not just once, not just one begin here, end here goal achievement, but learning the process to go about it. And that's what's important. That's what living a champion life's about.
Right. And to be resilient on what it is that you want to leave behind, and what it is that you're after, to keep going no matter what life throws at you, no matter what pandemic comes our way, no matter what, bill comes our way that we weren't expecting, no matter what sucker punches come, you keep going, you keep marching forward. I often think about, and I'm always thinking of in like epic movie, like trying to relate things to, but think of like when Frodo had to go, or was it, which Hobbit was it that had to bring the ring? Frodo had to bring the ring.
Nerd facts here.
Right. So that's why I keep him around. He can remind me. He didn't just start here, end here. There was a whole journey. There was like 3 movies. Maybe more. I don't know. But there was like all these things. Like he had a wizard. You would think like the wizard could just be like, hey, Frodo, boom, you're there. No, he had to actually walk. He had to do the steps. He had to make the journey himself. And that was all part of the process. Okay, so that was a movie. That was a made-up story. Maybe. Who knows? But that's what we'll hear on the news tomorrow. Is hobbits are actually real.
Right.
But anyway, that was his journey. It wasn't just you start, you finish. You have that part of the journey that helps you, and that's all part of living a champion life, is making sure that you're going through and being resilient.
Well, the best stories that we see in movies are the ones that connect to us in real life. There's some sort of parallel to what our real life is about that we can connect to, and so the journey of Frodo was one that really connects with a lot of people because it's symbolic of so many of the hurdles we have to clear. Yes, we have allies on our side, but yes, we're going to face some serious difficulties. But if we go through these key milestones, there's key actions that you can take to go step by step to get to your goal, to win. To be a champion. There are ways to go about it. Frodo did it on his journey. There are ways you can do it in your life, and that's what our course is about. That's what our program's about.
It's not about
Frodo. No, it's 90 days to making something happen that you want in your life with defined clarity and assurity, and you know what? Some hard coaching to go along with it.
Right.
A little bit of fire under the seat of your pants to push you along to make sure that you get it done.
Right, and it's not just about the 90 days. Yes, in 90 days, you're going to set a goal, and we're going to help you to reach it, and we're going to drive you to reach it. But it's what's beyond that. We're not, the champion life cycle is just that. It's a circle. It's a continuation. Right. You're going to learn these steps. You're going to be able to keep them, and you'll be empowered to use them in your future to continue to live that champion life.
Right on.
All right. Guys, we're starting our focus group next week. We have room for maybe 1 or 2 more people. Yep. So if you guys want in, I'll put the link to the call to set that up and get you guys started. But we'd love to have you in it. Otherwise, just keep following along, and this will be available from now on. You'll be able to jump in the future to get in and get our Champion Life coaching at any time, guys. Jump in, grab a call, because we will help you no matter if you work with us or not. We're going to help you to take those next steps and help you to map out how you could make your dreams a reality.
Right on.
All right. Make it an awesome day, guys.